Behind closed doors at the Omani ambassador's residence in Geneva, the United States and Iran talked again. Not face-to-face, but indirectly through Omani mediators, a fragile channel that so far has prevented another conflict.
Good progress has been made compared to the last meeting, and we now have a clear path ahead, which I think is positive. This does not mean we can reach an agreement quickly, but at least the path has started. We hope that this will be done as soon as possible, and we're prepared to spend enough time on it. However, when it comes to drafting the text, the work becomes a bit more difficult and detailed.
At stake is Iran's nuclear program, crippling sanctions, and the risk of war in the Middle East. Tehran wants the focus to be on its uranium enrichment program, insisting any deal must deliver tangible economic benefit while maintaining its sovereignty and national security. Washington is demanding international verification that Iran cannot move closer to weapons-grade capability, and it's previously said it wanted Iran's missile program to be on the table. These talks happened against a backdrop of huge military buildup. The United States has sent more battleships and bombers to the region. Iran has responded with live-fire drills and warnings around the strategic Hormuz waterway. Officials describe this round as constructive, even suggesting preliminary understandings on broad principles. Yet the core gaps remain unresolved.
I think there is a lot of space for agreements on the nuclear front, simply because Iran's nuclear program has been degraded on the ground, and so some of the cost of a compromise is already sunk in. And it should be easier for the Iranians, for instance, to accept zero enrichment for a period of time because they have not spun a single centrifuge since the 12-day war back in June. But when it gets to other non-nuclear questions like regional activities or their missile program, I think at best the Iranians would be willing to do superficial concessions, not the kind of grand bargain capitulation that the United States expects.
The chessboard of war is set as the chairs of diplomacy are drawn. The message from both sides is clear. They prefer diplomacy, but the pressure remains. If talks break down, there could be a confrontation between Tehran and Washington, which will not be contained. And that is why Gulf states are watching, global energy markets are watching. The question in Switzerland is not whether these two sides can talk to each other, but whether they can trust the process. Osama bin Javaid, Al Jazeera, Geneva.
Don't miss out, get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news and expert insights. Like, share, stay ahead.